Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily English Talk podcast. I'm Emma, and I'm so glad you're here with us today.
And I'm Jake. Whether you're at home, commuting to work, or just relaxing with a cup of coffee.
Right. Okay, so let's get into it. Today, we're going to talk about, English for the office.
Yeah, the kind of language you actually use day to day. We've gathered some real-world examples, looked at how people communicate in different settings.
Exactly, like in the actual office or with remote teams, just general professional stuff.
And our goal here isn't just like handing you a list of phrases.
No, definitely not. It's more about understanding how they work and, why they're effective.
Right. I remember, early in my career, hearing things like circle back or touch base.
Oh, yeah, the classic jargon.
Exactly. It felt like some kind of secret code.
Mhm.
I distinctly recall a meeting where someone suggested we table this discussion.
Uh-huh.
And I was genuinely, looking around for an actual table to put something on.
Huh. I can picture that. It's funny looking back, isn't it? But at the time, yeah, it definitely make you feel a bit out of your depth.
Totally. And that confusion, it's really common, I think.
Absolutely. So our sort of mission today is to demystify some of these common business English expressions.
We want to give you real-life scenarios, break down what these things actually mean.
And, crucially, explain when and how you should use them so you can sound, natural and confident.
Whether that's in a big meeting, writing an important email, or just, chatting by the coffee machine.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Section 1. Starting the workday.
Yeah, those initial greetings, quick check-ins, the casual stuff that often kicks off the day.
Right. Picture this. It's, say, 8:45 in the morning. You've just arrived, heading for that essential coffee. You bump into a colleague. What's the usual exchange?
Usually something pretty standard, right? Good morning,
Yeah.
Or maybe a more casual, hey, how's it going? That sets the tone.
And then often comes the weekend question, doesn't it?
Always. The classic icebreaker. So imagine Sarah and Alex.
Okay.
Sarah might say, good morning, Alex. How was your weekend?
And Alex replies, Morning, Sarah. It was great, thanks. Pretty relaxing. How about yours?
Sarah, not bad. Caught up on some sleep. Finally watched that show everyone's talking about.
Alex, nice. Well, back to reality. That phrase right there.
Uh-huh. Signals the shift.
I've got a 9 a.m. meeting, so I better get moving.
And Sarah closes with, all right, good luck with the meeting.
See? It's all pretty natural, not super formal, but, polite and friendly and a good way to ease in.
And notice the phrases. How was your weekend? Standard, low pressure.
The not bad response, informal, but totally fine there.
And back to reality. Kind of lighthearted, acknowledges it's time for work mode.
Right. And the simple closing, good luck with the meeting, just supportive.
Okay, so that's the coffee machine. What about once people are actually at their desks? Slightly different vibe, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a bit more work-focused, but still needs that politeness. Let's take David and Emma.
Okay.
David might say, hey, Emma, did you get a chance to review the sales report?
Emma replies, hi, David. Yes, I went over it this morning. Looks like we're on track for this quarter.
David, awesome. Let's touch base later today to finalize the presentation.
Emma, sure thing. Just send me a time that works for you.
Okay, so here, did you get a chance to? That's a really common, sort of softer way to ask if something's done, isn't it?
Definitely less demanding than have you done it. And looks like we're on track. It's just a clear, positive update.
But let's zoom in on touch base. We hear this one all the time.
Uh-huh. It's everywhere.
It signals like a need for a quick informal chat. It's not quite scheduling a full meeting.
Exactly. A brief check-in and then send me a time that works for you. That's quite considerate, I think.
Yeah, it puts the ball in their court to find a convenient time.
So the takeaway from these morning interactions, politeness matters, but so does being, reasonably direct when it comes to work stuff. You're building connections and getting things moving.
Okay, let's move on. Section 2, emails and messages. This is a big one.
Huge. So much communication happens this way. And yeah, getting the tone right in professional emails in English can feel tricky at first.
Definitely. But there's usually a fairly standard structure you can follow, which helps a lot.
Think of it like building blocks. You've got your greeting, then clearly state your purpose, give the details, add a polite closing, or maybe a call to action.
Right, what you want them to do.
And then your sign-off. Pretty straightforward, really.
Let's look at an example. Say, Maya emailing James about a marketing campaign.
Okay, subject. Update on Q2 marketing campaign.
Hi, James.
I hope this email finds you well.
That opening line, it's standard, polite, even if you don't know James that well.
Right. Then, straight to the point. I'm writing to give you a quick update on the Q2 marketing campaign. We've finalized the ad content and scheduled the launch for next Monday.
See how clear that is? No beating around the bush. Then the offer. Please let me know if you have any feedback or if you'd like to review the final version before we go live.
That, please let me know if, is super common. A polite way to ask for input or offer more info.
And the sign-off. Best regards, Maya. That's a good default, isn't it? Formal, but still friendly.
Yeah, or kind regards, maybe sincerely if it's really formal, or even just thanks, if it's more casual between colleagues you know well.
Let's do another one. A follow-up email after a meeting. Liam to Amanda.
Okay. Subject, follow-up, team budget meeting.
Hi, Amanda.
Thanks again for your time today.
Simple, shows appreciation for the meeting time.
As discussed, I've attached the revised budget proposal for Q3.
As discussed. Great connector phrase. Links back to the conversation.
Please review it when you have a chance.
When you have a chance, softens the request, makes it polite.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Encourages follow-up, shows you're available.
Thanks, Liam. Straightforward.
Now, what about instant messaging? Different beast altogether, usually.
Yeah, definitely more casual, quicker, more direct.
You might just ping someone. Hey, Jake, quick question. Do you have the latest client file?
Or, hi Emma, just checking in. Did you get a chance to review the slides? Still polite, but less formal structure than email.
But even in those quick chats, a simple thanks or appreciate it still matters, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Politeness always helps.
So whether it's a formal email or a quick IM, the core ideas are pretty much clarity, politeness, and professionalism, just adjusted for the context.
Exactly. Okay, Section 3, Meetings and Discussions, the heart of collaboration for many teams.
Yeah, and using the right language here can really make a difference in how you're perceived, confident, professional, clear.
Knowing how to start things off, give your opinion, agree, disagree politely, give updates, all crucial skills.
Let's start right at the beginning of the meeting. Mark and Sarah kicking things off.
Mark might say. All right, everyone, let's get started. Thanks for joining. First, let's go over today's agenda.
Sarah responds, sounds good. Just to confirm, we're focusing on the Q3 budget and team assignments?
Exactly. And if we have time, we'll also discuss upcoming client presentations.
Okay, so let's get started. Simple, direct kickoff. Go over the agenda. Clearly states the next step.
And Sarah's, just to confirm, that's really useful. Proactive clarification right at the start. Gets everyone aligned.
Now, what about actually sharing your thoughts, making suggestions? Let's stick with Sarah and Mark talking social media budget.
Sarah could say, personally, I think we should allocate more budget to social media ads. They gave us great results last quarter.
Mark replies, that's a good point, Sarah. I agree, we saw strong engagement from those campaigns.
So, personally, I think, flags it as your opinion, which is often a polite way to introduce it.
And that's a good point. Great way to acknowledge what someone said before you jump in, even if you're just agreeing.
Yeah, shows you're listening. And simple, I agree, works wonders.
But disagreeing, that requires a bit more finesse, right?
Definitely. Let's say Mark suggests delaying a product launch.
Mark, I believe we should delay the product launch by 2 weeks.
Sarah needs to disagree politely. I see your point, but I'm not sure that's the best move. We might lose our momentum if we wait.
That phrase, I see your point, but, is golden. Shows respect for their idea before you offer yours.
Absolutely. Other options could be like, I'm not sure I agree with that, or maybe that's one way to look at it, but...
Or even, have we considered another option? Opens up discussion without directly shutting down the first idea.
And giving updates during the meeting. Keep it concise.
Yeah, like Sarah updating Mark. Just a quick update from my side. Marketing has finalized the ad creatives and they'll go live by Friday.
Mark? Great, thanks for the update, Sarah.
Just a quick update from my side. Perfect way to signal you have info to share briefly.
And then wrapping up the meeting. Phrases like, to sum up, or let's review the action items.
Or maybe, thanks everyone, I'll send a follow-up email shortly. I'll signal the end, clearly.
So getting comfortable with these meeting phrases helps you navigate those discussions smoothly and confidently.
Okay, section 4. Giving updates and presentations. This can feel like a big one for a lot of people.
Oh yeah. Presenting, even just a quick informal update, can definitely be nerve-wracking, even for native speakers sometimes.
True. But having a structure and some key phrases really helps you feel more in control and come across better.
A simple structure works well. You have your opening state, your purpose, then your main points, lay them out clearly. Use transitions. And then a conclusion or summary.
Let's hear Emma giving a project update in a team meeting.
Emma? Hi everyone, I'll keep this brief. Good start, respects time.
I just wanted to give you a quick update on the website redesign project. Clear purpose.
First, the new homepage layout has been finalized. The development team will begin coding next Monday.
Second, we've completed all the image and content selection. Thank you to the marketing team for your help.
Lastly, our goal is to launch the new site by the end of the month. I'll keep everyone posted on the timeline.
See how first, second, lastly makes it super easy to follow.
Definitely. And the closing. That's all from my side. Let me know if you have any questions. Polite conclusion opens the floor.
Another good tip here is using confident language. Like, instead of we're kind of hoping to launch.
Right. Say, we plan to launch or our goal is to launch. It sounds much more assured.
Let's take another quick example. Maybe Jake doing a mini presentation for a client call.
Jake could start. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining the call. Professional greeting.
Today, I'll walk you through the results of our recent campaign and share some key insights. Explains the agenda clearly.
We'll start with the data overview. Then I'll highlight 3 areas where we saw strong performance. Outlines the flow.
After that, I'll open up for questions. Manages expectations.
So let's begin with the campaign overview. Clear transition into the content.
These kinds of phrases walk you through, start with, after that, open it up for questions. They're really versatile for any presentation.
And don't forget the delivery basics. Speak clearly, pause naturally, make eye contact, or, look at the camera if it's virtual. And practice. Seriously, running through it beforehand makes a huge difference in sounding natural and confident. Okay, now for a potentially trickier area. Section 5, handling problems and complaints.
Ooh, yeah, this is where communication skills are really put to the test, isn't it? Things go wrong sometimes.
Exactly. And how you handle those issues, delays, mistakes, complaints, is crucial for maintaining relationships and trust.
And let's look at apologizing for a delay. Say, Tina needs to tell Jake a report is late.
Tina could say, "Hi, Jake. I just wanted to apologize for the delay in sending over the report. Direct apology."
We had some last-minute changes, but I'll have it to you by this afternoon. Brief reason, clear resolution time.
Jake's reply, "No worries, Tina. Thanks for letting me know." Casual, accepting.
See how Tina didn't make excuses, just stated a brief reason and focused on the solution. That's key.
Other good responses from Jake could have been, "Thanks for the update," or "Appreciate you letting me know." Still friendly.
Okay, flip side. What if you need to point out a problem politely? Maybe Jake, the team lead, talking to Emma about an error.
Jake might say, "Hi, Emma. I noticed a few errors in the client proposal." Using "I noticed" is softer than "you made errors."
Good point. Then, could you take another look and update it when you get a chance? It's a request, not a demand.
And adding "when you get a chance" adds that extra layer of politeness.
Emma's response. Thanks for pointing that out, Jake. Shows she's receptive, not defensive.
I'll review it right away and send the revised version over by 3 p.m. Takes ownership, gives a clear timeline. Professional.
Let's quickly look at an email example too. Customer service rep Emma handling a complaint.
Subject.
Yeah.
Delivery issue. Dear Mr. Thompson,
Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Values the feedback, even if it's negative.
we sincerely apologize for the delay in your order. Formal, appropriate apology.
We've identified the issue and are working to resolve it as quickly as possible. Shows action is being taken.
You can expect an updated tracking number by tomorrow. Specific next step.
Please let us know if there's anything else we can do. Offers continued support.
Best regards, Emma. Customer support.
So the pattern for handling problems seems to be polite, be clear about the issue or the fix, and focus on the solution.
Exactly. Keep it professional and constructive.
All right, moving towards the end now. Section 6, career goals, performance, and feedback. These are important conversations.
Absolutely. Discussing your ambitions, getting feedback, reviewing performance. It's all part of professional growth and requires, careful communication.
Let's start with a manager-employee one-on-one. Jake, manager, and Emma, employee.
Jake might start. Hi, Emma. I wanted to check in and talk about your progress this quarter. How are things going? Friendly opening.
Emma, thanks, Jake. Overall, things are going well. I'm still working on improving my client communication, but I've made good progress with the reporting system. Honest self-assessment.
Jake, that's great to hear. What are some goals you'd like to set for the next quarter? Focuses on the future.
Emma, I'd like to lead a client meeting on my own and improve my time management during weekly tasks. Clear goals using "I'd like to."
Now, feedback. Giving it can feel awkward sometimes. Here's Emma, manager, giving feedback to Jake.
Emma, Jake, I really appreciate the effort you put into the presentation last week. It was well structured and clear. Starts positive, the feedback sandwich approach.
Then the constructive part. One thing to work on might be slowing down a little during the delivery. It'll help the audience follow along better. Phrased as a suggestion might be.
Jake's response. Thanks, Emma. I appreciate the feedback, and I'll definitely work on that. Receptive and positive.
And if you're the one asking for feedback.
You could say something like, do you have any feedback for me on that project? Or maybe, is there anything you think I could improve on?
Yeah, being proactive about seeking feedback is usually seen as a very positive trait.
Okay, one more scenario here. A career development chat. Jake, employee, talking to Emma, manager.
Jake could say, Emma, I've been thinking about my long-term goals. Natural way to introduce the topic.
I'd like to move into a leadership role within the next year or so. What steps would you recommend? States the goal, asks for guidance politely.
Emma, that's great to hear, Jake. I think leading a small team project would be a good first step. I can also connect you with some leadership training sessions. Supportive and actionable advice.
So for these kinds of performance and growth talks, the keys seem to be honesty, openness to feedback, and using clear, respectful language.
Absolutely. Builds trust and helps everyone move forward.
And that brings us finally to Section 7, office small talk and relationship building, the lighter side.
But still really important. Don't underestimate the power of those casual chats.
Definitely not. Those little interactions by the water cooler before a meeting starts, they're crucial for building rapport and stronger teams.
Let's take a simple morning chat. Emma and Jake again. Emma. Hey, Jake. Morning. How was your weekend?
Jake. Hey, Emma. Good morning. It was nice. Pretty relaxing. Went hiking Sunday. How about you? Shares a little detail. Emma. Sounds great. I mostly stayed in, caught up on shows. Oh, and this weather today? So gloomy, right? Switches to a safe shared topic.
Jake. Totally. Wasn't ready for the rain. Easy agreement.
See? Simple questions about the weekend, the weather, easy ways to connect, keep it light.
Or chatting before a meeting starts.
Jake. Hey, Emma. Did you try that new coffee place near the office? Non-work topic.
Emma. Not yet. Walked by yesterday, though. Looked busy. Is it any good? Shows interest.
Jake. Yeah, it's solid. Had their cold brew this morning, super strong. Shares a quick opinion.
Emma. Nice. Off to check it out after work. Simple closing.
Again, just light, friendly chat builds connection. Keep it light, smile, seem interested.
Asking how was lunch or any fun weekend plans works too. Simple stuff.
And welcoming a new team member. That's important small talk too. Emma welcoming Jake.
Emma. Hi. I don't think we've met. I'm Emma. Welcome to the team. Friendly introduction.
Thanks. I'm Jake. Just started Monday. Everyone's been super helpful so far. Positive response.
Emma. Glad to hear it. If you need anything, feel free to ask. Have you met the rest of the marketing crew yet? Offers help. Tries to connect them further.
Jake. Not yet. Just a few people in the kitchen this morning.
That little bit of effort from Emma can make a huge difference to how Jake feels. Right.
Absolutely. So, tips for small talk. Just be friendly, open, ask simple questions, listen, and really don't overthink it.
Every casual chat is a chance to build a bit of trust and make work relationships better.
And that pretty much wraps up our exploration today.
Wow, we covered a lot. From morning greetings,
Through meetings, emails, presentations,
handling problems, talking goals.
right up to that crucial office small talk. It's quite a journey through workplace communication.
And the main thing to remember, really, is practice. Try using some of these phrases in your own work interactions.
Yeah, you won't get comfortable overnight. Just try slipping one or two in.
And don't stress about mistakes. Everyone makes them. It's honestly part of learning. The more you use the language, the more natural it'll feel.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. We really hope this was useful for you.
Yeah, hope it helps you feel a bit more confident navigating English in your workplace.
We'll definitely be back soon with more tips and insights for professional English. Until then, keep practicing.
Bye for now, everyone.